3 solid ways to do intermittent fasting and make it work for you. Hello and welcome to another edition of the Ask Dr. Pickel Show. All right, so we're going to go over 3 methods for intermittent fasting that you can start with and get going with right away. And there's reasons we do these things, which we'll talk about in a minute. But let's dive right in with this. So, I would always start with the beginner mode. If you've never done any intermittent fasting, if this is all new to you and you're like, hey, I'd like to do it. I've heard people talk about it. Sounds really good. Dive right in. Now, I would say start with 12-12. Now, what the heck does that mean? 12-12. This is the ratio of you eating versus not eating. So you're eating for 12 hours of the day. You're not eating for 12 hours of the day. So this can do amazing things. Number one, when you decrease your eating, your body goes, hooray, I don't have to make as much insulin, which it can be pro-inflammatory. You take pressure off the gut and your gut goes, hooray, I don't have pro-inflammatory things hitting the gut, causing a fire in my gut and creating worse problems there too, which affect my absorption. So you already start on the pathway to getting better just on this 12-12. And if you're like, hey, I've done the 12-12 for like 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, maybe 4, maybe you've done it for an entire week. Just do it to where you feel pretty comfortable with it. Do it to where you feel good. Now, some people are low blood sugar. They're more on that hypoglycemic spectrum, and they may feel bad for a little bit because their blood sugar can drop anytime there's fasting. But once you do this for a while, that should go away. Now, once you're pretty comfortable with that, then you can move forward. In fact, let's kind of zoom in on this. You can move forward with the intermediate version and say, hey, I'm going to take it up a notch. I'm feeling pretty comfortable with all this. So I'm going to go to a 16-8. What in the heck? 16-8, what does that mean? 16 hours of no eating whatsoever. You are not going to eat during those 16 hours. And then you are going to eat, though, whatever, as much as you want during those 8 hours. Those 8 hours are your time. So what you've done is for 16 hours, you've taken all this pressure off your gut, taken all this pressure off your blood sugar issues, your insulin release, and your body is, hooray, we're doing this even longer. It can be great for you. I'd say a lot of people who are doing intermittent fasting are doing the 16-8. That's just a real common ratio of what people are doing and staying in that intermediate. And let's say you've been doing the intermediate for a while, you're feeling pretty good with it, but you're like, gosh, I really would like to take it to the next level. Maybe you are trying to lose weight and you hit a plateau. You're like, hey, how can I break this plateau? Or I've got a lot of gut inflammation, or brain fog, I'd really like to, or some issue, health issue, you'd really like to get to the next level and feel better. Yeah, if diet is the factor, if foods are the factor, then potentially you could go for it. You could go to the extreme here. And that means not only you're at the 16-8, you're only eating 8 hours of the day and you're not eating for 16. So remember that. But in addition to that, you are saying, hey, when I do eat, I'm only eating keto, which we'll talk about what that means here in a minute. But suddenly you've created a major, major change to your body. Now what's happening is with a keto diet, you're mainly bringing in a higher percentage of fats and oils. And your body's like, this is fantastic, especially as your body gets used to this and burns these ketones, these fats. This is a long burning energy. This is something that your pancreas is like, wow, this is fantastic. I don't have to make a bunch of insulin anymore. The body, the brain can start to burn these fats, and that can make a person feel fantastic also. It's just, what does this involve? How much do I have to torture myself to do that? Now, first of all, I would say try this, and maybe this. Never jump right into this. You jump right in to go for it your first week. You may feel horrible. You may be on the toilet with diarrhea all day. I mean, just don't do it. Take your time, move up, and when you feel comfortable, go to this. Now let's talk about this keto side, because you decided, hey, I'm going to do the 16-8 and I'm going to do keto. All right, so what can you eat? Well, number one, we're going to make it kind of percentages there. Now, you can get some apps for your phone. There's even some online on your computer that'll tell you how to count these things and how to get what are called your macros, kind of your ratios correct here. So your carbs, you're looking at about 5 to 10% per day. Again, take a screenshot of this, copy it down on paper, whatever you need to do. These are your food, your carby food you can eat. Now, if you notice they're mainly veggies, absolutely. You want to eat healthy. Are you wanting to get better or not? So, this is the way to go. Then protein, 10 to 20%. Here's what you can eat. We're going with more of the fatty type meats. Again, we want to promote extra fats. Fats are great for you, not like in the 80s when they told you they weren't. Then, now here's the actual fats. This is what makes up the ketogenic diet, 70 to 80% fat in your diet. How do you do that? Well, there's the list of things. Now, what am I supposed to drink? Olive oil? No. Am I supposed to drink avocado oil? No. Put this on your salad. Put this on your veggies. Put it in your coffee like MCT oil or these oils and drink it. Coat your chicken and your turkey with extra oil and eat it. You'll actually like it. It actually becomes good. Put that on, put some salt and pepper, do some things to season it up. But at the same time, use these extra oils. Cook with some of these oils. When you need a snack or you want to munch on something extra, do these seeds and these nuts. These are going to bring these extra oils in. And again, with this type of diet, it's not like you're doing this every day. You don't have to do this just, hey, I'm going to go for it every day of the week. No, this could be like, hey, I'm going to do this for 3 days, see if it breaks my plateau. I'm going to do this for just 1 day. I'm going to do it for 7 days. You can do whatever you want with this. It just depends on your goals and your motivation for change and exactly what you want to do. So I think diving right in with intermittent fasting can be a great thing. Of course, anytime you change your diet, you should talk to your doctor, make sure it's okay with everything. But if you have diabetes type 2 issues, if you have insulin resistance, pre-diabetes, metabolic syndrome, if you have gut issues, gut inflammation, you're bloated a lot, brain fog, if you have these types of issues and certain health issues that we see a lot of patients with in our clinic, then this can be a fantastic diet to help you get from point A to point B and really make a change. And especially when it comes to people who are really wanting to lose weight or have hit those plateaus, intermittent fasting, tons of research on it, can be an amazing thing. All right. Hopefully everybody got some great information out of this. Look for our next video here. I put it up here. I think you really like it. And God bless, and I'll see you next time.